pre-gym talk, pre-workout car talk. I slept really, really weird, like really funky dreams. Okay, I would normally just talk about the gym or whatever what I'm gonna do, which today is gonna be legs and shoulders. But this dream, I gotta at least talk a little about it. So in the dream, there was like apparently a conspiracy, which I found out was real, was the government, I guess, was taking people like that it knew for sure would pretty much like no one would know about, or if people knew about it, like family members or whatever, no one would really believe them, or they weren't like, there wasn't enough people that knew them, whatever. It was taking all those people out of like wherever you could think of, just people that people would forget about, probably like me, just normal people out here, normal people you see in small towns, whatever, wherever. And they were, I guess food supplies were really bad, like meat in particular, like beef and pork. In my dream, it was beef and pork. We're like, for whatever reason, we were short on it, low, whatever. So they're taking all these people. Dude, it's specific and it's super weird because I'm like, dude, I wonder if this could happen. But they were cutting their heads and their feet and their hands off, because I guess that's like all they needed to like actually show who they were, DNA, whatever. They were cutting all that off and throwing it in like this massive furnace, and the bodies they were just throwing in with like meat grinders, like beef and pork. Like they were pretty much just making pork, or like I guess ground beef or sausage. Particularly in the dream, the conspiracy theory that had just gotten busted, because it was like on a news channel. I was sitting in like this rusty old locker room watching this on like a tiny little TV. It felt really old. It was kind of weird. I almost felt like I was like in the 90s even growing up. It was like a weird little place, weird little TV, but apparently it was like in the future, and this was just coming out like breaking news, and I'm like watching on this weird little TV thing, whatever. It's a dream. But the news that was coming was just like, dude, that's weird, dude. Like, I could almost believe that. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. I mean, I've seen a lot. I mean, especially since the internet's been around, it's super easy to read anything ever, Google everything, articles and YouTube videos and everything else. But it was just really strange, and it was so vivid. I just remember waking up and I was like, dang, dude, what if they're putting people in our sausage and beef, dude? I've been eating people for a minute. I like sausage. I like beef too. Burgers and whatever, but yeah, that was the dream. I was like, that's what was going on. I mean, I woke up there in it, so I have no idea where that dream was leading. But it was like breaking news. And then this dude just starts going in on this story. And I was just like, holy cow, dude. I've been eating people. Like in the dream, that was like the big realization, like while I was watching it, because they were like this, and they were talking about brands. They were like, it doesn't matter the brand. Like if you've been eating sausage or beef, you've been eating like these ground up people that no one even knows is missing. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that's whack. That's gross. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. It was like one of those dreams I keep thinking about. And then I had some other weird dream. I don't know what was with the pork thing, but like this buddy I knew growing up was like, his body was a pig, but his head wasn't. And he had like fell into salt, like on the road, like they were like, because I guess it was gonna snow or whatever, and he like fell into it, and he was like, dude, it's over. I fell into salt, like I'm gonna get cooked. And I was just like, what the heck? that was another quick dream I woke up from, and I was just like, dude, what's with these pork dreams? Like, I don't know, it's weird. I tell you this, dude, in the next day or two, if there's some breaking news and pork is like, they find out there's like freaking humans in pork, I'm gonna be super weirded out. But, or if something goes down with pork, it's weird. I don't know. It makes me not want to eat bacon, which is tough to say. I love bacon. But anyway, yeah, the gym, like I said, legs and shoulders. Dude, this is crazy. This is the longest my calves have ever been sore. It's been a week now since I've worked out legs. Since I missed Monday, and then I've hit chest and back and arms. So with the weekend, I mean, I think it was Saturday or Thursday or Friday last week probably when I did legs last. So I'm pretty sure I did legs twice last week. I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah, I gotta dump this trash. I'll just dump this and then talk more about it. All right. Legs and shoulders. So it's the longest my calves have ever been sore. What happened was last time I started with calves, like I do every workout I can if the leg press machine's available. I do calf raises on leg press machine because I can keep my legs extended and hit the whole calf. Because I see videos lately of people saying like seated ones, you don't do your whole calf or whatever. Or they're not saying it's bad, they're just saying if you do seated, you should do some standing or with your legs extended. So you're hitting both. Whatever. I've been doing them like that. Anyway, last week I did that. And then I went through and I did my hamstring curls. And I did leg extensions, adductors, abductors. All part of the normal workout. And then I did do seated calves because I haven't been doing them at all because I've just been doing the others. And I was like, man, I really like seated calves. I always have. I thought I got a great pump. I think they work great. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. And I did, dude. And I did like 6 sets of them. So I'd already done my 5. I think I did 5 sets on the leg press. So I'd already done those. And then I did 11 sets of calves total. And they were kind of sore the next day, and then the next day they were crazy sore. Like the whole weekend it was tough, like getting up and down off the couch, walking around, doing anything. I was just like, geez. I mowed on Saturday, push mowed, and they just, dude, I mean, it kind of helped them a little bit, but then they were extra sore again on Sunday, and then throughout the week. I mean, yeah, right now there's just a little tenderness. Like if I flex them right now, I feel it. I mean, I'm gonna go in here and do them, but it's good. I'm gonna keep doing that, I guess. I'm gonna throw in both. Maybe not, I won't do as many. I'll probably start with 2 sets on the leg press, calves, but 2 sets of calves on the leg press, then do my leg workout, and then this time they have 2 sets on the seated, maybe 3, but yeah, I'm not doing 11 sets again. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I should. Like, I guess, I mean, if I get used to it, then I obviously know it's hitting it, because my entire calf is sore all the way down to my ankles. So yeah, this video is mainly about that stupid dream, but I'm gonna get in here. Post-workout talk will be all about the gym.